Welcome to the news on Enyimba TV. We are reaching you from the commercial city of Aba. First, the headlines. Aba Assembly inaugurates Aaron Osodike as lawmaker 9 months after court judgment. President Tinubu signs bill to increase salaries, allowances of judicial officers by 300%. Council of State and Nigeria Governors Forum pass vote of confidence on President Tinubu. Thanks for joining us on the news at this time. I am Mary Ihejirika. Now the news in detail. The Speaker of the Aba State House of Assembly, Emmanuel Emerowa, has inaugurated Aaron Osodike, a lawmaker who was declared elected by an appeal court. The swearing-in followed a 9-month legal battle that began when an appeal court in Lagos disqualified the Labour Party LP candidate Destiny Nwankwo and declared Osodike the rightful winner of the 2023 State House of Assembly election. The Speaker writes Honorable Emmanuel Emerowa had postponed Osodike's swearing-in, citing an ongoing court matter related to the case. Honorable Osodike, while taking his oath of office and oath of allegiance, promised to abide by the rules and tenets guiding the House, while also promising qualitative representation by his constituents. The House also amended some clauses in the Local Government Law No. 2 of 2024, which has been passed into law. The law, which takes effect from the 13th day of August 2024, will extend the tenure of local government chairmen from 2 to 4 years, change the name from local government chairmen to mayors, and also remove all ABSEC wards, leaving only INEC wards, with a timeline of 60 days to conduct local government elections. Enyimba TV Omahia correspondent Kingsley Chibike reports that the House later adjourned for recess to reconvene on the 24th of September 2024. National Council of State has passed a vote of confidence on the 1-year, 3-month-old administration of President Bola Tinubu. National Council of State, comprising of past presidents, some ministers and governors, among others, held their maiden meeting with President Tinubu presiding at the council chambers of the State House, Abuja. The Council of State meeting was attended by former Presidents Muhammadu Buhari and Goodluck Jonathan, with former heads of state General Yakubu Gowon and Abdusalami Abubakar attending virtually, while former President Olusegun Obasanjo and ex-military President Ibrahim Babangida were conspicuously absent. Briefing newsmen on the outcome of the Council of State meeting, Minister of Solid Minerals Development Dele Alake said the National Council of State is insisting that any change in government in Nigeria must follow constitutional procedures. Federal government says progress is being made with the economy and the exchange rate is stabilizing. Minister of Finance and Coordinating Minister of Economy Wale Edun stated this while briefing State House correspondent at the end of Council of State meeting. He said the meeting presented an opportunity to update council members on the economy. Meanwhile, Nigerian Governors Forum rose from their separate meeting to also pass a vote of confidence on President Bola Tinubu. Briefing newsmen after the meeting, Chairman of the Forum and Governor of Kwara State, Abdurrahman Abdurrazak, stated that the governors came up with a resolution to pass vote of confidence on President Tinubu, having listened to presentations by some of his ministers on the implementation of the renewed hope agenda of the present administration. Federal government has traced at least 83 billion naira in cryptocurrency and fiat money channeled towards the recent nationwide protests. They include $50 million of cryptocurrency, $38 million of which were blocked in 4 cryptocurrency wallets, and 4 billion naira contributed by various political actors in Abuja, Kano, Kaduna, and Katsina. This was part of a presentation by the National Security Advisor, Nuhu Ribadu, at the inaugural meeting of the Council of State convened by President Bola Tinubu at the Aso Rock Villa, Abuja. Ribadu, who presented on the topic, the nationwide protest as it affects national security, also revealed that a European has been identified as the mastermind of the proliferation of foreign flags during the protest and will soon be declared wanted by the police. President Bola Tinubu has signed into law the bill seeking to increase the salaries, allowances and benefits of Nigerian judicial officers by 300%. Special Advisor to the President on Senate Matters, Bashir Lado, disclosed this in a statement made available to Enyimba TV. With the development, the Chief Justice of Nigeria, CJN, will now earn 64 million naira annually. The President of the Court of Appeal is to earn 62.4 million naira annually, while the Justices of the Supreme Court will earn 61.4 million naira annually. Enyimba TV recalled the National Assembly passed the bill in June and subsequently transmitted it to the President for assent. President Bola Ahmed Tinubu will today depart Abuja for Malabo, the Equatorial Guinea capital, on a 3-day official visit to honor the invitation of President Teodoro Obiang Nguema Mbasogo. A statement in Abuja by Special Advisor on Media and Publicity, Ajurin Galale, said President Tinubu will meet with the Equatorial Guinea President at the Presidential Villa on arrival, where meetings will be held between the two leaders and agreements, particularly on oil and gas and security. The President will be accompanied on the trip by the Minister of Foreign Affairs, Ambassador Yusuf Tuga, and other members of his cabinet, who will be involved in the signing of agreements and review of opportunities to improve bilateral relations. Coordinating Minister of Health and Social Welfare, Ali Pate, says Nigerian trained doctors and nurses are in high demand worldwide, with 67% of them currently employed in the United Kingdom. Speaking in a Monitor television interview, the health minister warned that the UK's National Health Service would face significant challenges if Nigeria-origin health workers were to withdraw. He also revealed that the newly approved national policy on health workforce migration by President Bola Tinubu is aimed at addressing the mass departure of health professionals from Nigeria, often referred to as JAPA. While noting that the government cannot restrict the freedom of movement, Professor Pate emphasized that effort will be made to create a more conducive environment for health workers to remain and practice in Nigeria. The Finnish government says it has started acting on the complaint by the Nigerian government against a Nigerian Finnish citizen, Simon Ekpa, accused of leading brutal pro-Biafra secessionist campaigns in the southeast. Minister for Foreign Affairs on Finland, Elina Votomen, stated this in Abuja during a press conference she addressed alongside her Nordic counterparts that Mr. Ekpa's case is now before Finnish court. She did not provide details of the legal process. Ms. Votomen and her Nordic counterparts arrived in Nigeria on Monday to deliberate on peace and security and to promote trade and investment cooperation between their countries and Nigeria. How much do senators earn? This controversy, given boost last week by former President Olusegun Obasanjo, may have been laid to rest as a Revenue Mobilization Allocation and Fiscal Commission (RAMFAC) said each senator receives 1,063,860 naira monthly as salary and allowances. RAMFAC also distinguished between regular allowances paid monthly with the basic salary and non-regular allowances. These include furniture allowance 6,079,200 naira and severance gratuity 6,079,200 naira paid once per term. Vehicle allowance 8,105,600 naira. Optional loan repaid before leaving office, according to RAMFAC. Most public and legislative officials, except for a select few like the President and Senate President, are no longer provided with official accommodation. To prevent misinformation, the Commission advised Nigerians to assess the official details of the remuneration package on its website. Kano State Police Command has transferred 76 suspects, including a foreign national, to the force headquarters in Abuja for discreet investigation on charges of sedition. Addressing the press, the Kano State Commissioner of Police, Salman Garuba, provided updates on the ongoing investigations and arrests concerning the unrest. The suspects were reportedly arrested for flying Russian flags during the recent nationwide hunger protests. The commissioner also revealed that 150 individuals have been arrested and are being prosecuted for violating the curfew imposed by the Kano State government during the protests. The sacked chairman of the All Progressives Congress Caretaker Committee in Rivers State, Tony Okocha, has rubbished the recent #EndBadGovernance in Nigeria protest, describing it as a riot. Okocha spoke during a pro-Tinubu support rally under the auspices of Coalition of Renewed Hope Family in Rivers State in Port Harcourt. The rally saw Okocha leading youths who displayed placards with inscriptions in support of President Tinubu from the Polo Club in GRA to Aba Road, down to Isaac Borough Park, Bank Road, Moscow Road, and terminated at the Port Harcourt Polo Club, where he addressed the gathering. He took a swipe at the state governor, Siminalaye Fubara, for offering to give protesters money for bread, while, according to him, his counterparts were meeting people from different walks of life and stakeholders to find solutions to pressing issues. You're watching Enyimba TV News. After this short break, the news continues with foreign, business and sports update. Please stay tuned. We'll be right back. Welcome back and thanks for staying tuned. Now the news continues. We begin with foreign. Senegalese commuters hoping to browse the news on their way to work were left disappointed on Tuesday. Most national newspapers refused to publish in protest against what they see as shrinking media freedom under the new government. Local Council of Press Distributors and Publishers described it as media experiencing one of the darkest days of its history. It accuses the government, led by former opposition politicians, of freezing the bank accounts of media companies and seizing their equipment over alleged non-payment of taxes. Officials justified the crackdown by saying they were trying to end practices that led to financial embezzlement and mismanagement in the media industry. President Bassirou Diomaye Faye came to power in March after defeating the ruling coalition's candidates in elections. His rise to power came after the opposition led huge protests to demand elections that then President Macky Sall postponed in what his critics saw as a ploy to cling to power. And on business, the management of the Dangote Petroleum Refinery says it has not fixed the price of premium motor spirit, popularly called petrol. Group's Chief Branding and Communications Officer Anthony Chiejina made this known while reacting to a report where marketers are projecting 600 naira per litre for Dangote petrol. The Dangote Refinery stated that it does not have any business deal with Ipman and has never discussed the price of petrol with the oil marketers. It therefore asks Nigerians and the general public to ignore the announcement, describing it as speculative. And finally, from sports, football transfer expert Fabrizio Romano is providing the latest update on Chelsea's move for Napoli's Victor Osimhen. Romano spoke while dismissing reports that the Blues have left the race to sign the Nigerian international this summer. Osimhen is keen to leave Napoli before the summer transfer window closes. The former Lille striker has been linked with Chelsea, Arsenal and Paris Saint-Germain. However, in a tweet, Romano wrote, "Chelsea have never left the race for Victor Osimhen despite reports this month. Interest has always been and remains there, but Osimhen still only open to leaving only on permanent transfer and not reducing his salary. No changes so far." With a sports story, we wrap up this edition of News on Enyimba TV at this time. But before we go, here is a recap of the top stories. In the news, we told you Abia Assembly has inaugurated Aaron Ozodike as lawmaker 9 months after court judgment. We also told you that President Tinubu has signed bill to increase salaries, allowances of judicial officers by 300%. And we told you that Council of State and Nigeria Governors Forum have passed vote of confidence on President Tinubu. That's a package of news for now. Please join us for more updates in our subsequent bulletins. Meanwhile, don't forget to subscribe to this channel on YouTube. Click on the notification bell to receive alerts when new videos are uploaded. Thank you for watching. On behalf of the production team, I am Mary Ihejirika saying do have yourself an amazing day.